Welcome to our channel Money Minded Online, the podcast where we explore the best strategies, tools, and stories for making money online. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned hustler, or just curious about how to thrive in the digital economy, you're in the right place. Each week, we bring you actionable insights, inspiring interviews, and proven tactics to help you build wealth online. So sit back, take notes, and get ready to transform your future. Let's dive in.
So you're thinking about jumping into this whole YouTube monetization thing, huh?
It really is amazing how YouTube has become this platform where creators can connect with people from all over and build actual businesses.
It's incredible, but it can also be a little intimidating. Like, where do you even start, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You sent me some articles and research, though, and you're definitely doing your homework, so that's a great first step.
Preparation is key, you know?
Absolutely. And that's exactly why we're here today, to break down those sources and give you a roadmap to making money on YouTube. Think of it as YouTube Monetization 101, but just for you.
Yeah.
Now it looks like your main focus is this YouTube Partner Program, the YPP.
The YPP, it's definitely the foundation for most creators who want to start monetizing.
Right. It's like the gateway to all the official money-making tools YouTube offers, but it's not just signing up. There are some requirements, like an entrance exam to this club.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. And it makes sense if you think about it from YouTube's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have to make sure creators have a certain level of engagement before they can monetize.
Of course. So let's talk requirements. One of your sources mentioned needing 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the past 12 months.
Right.
And just so everyone's clear, that watch time means the total amount of time people have spent watching your videos.
Yeah. Those metrics show YouTube that you've built an audience that actually wants to watch your content.
And that's what advertisers want to see too, right? It means their ads are reaching people who are actually interested. But I also saw another way to be eligible, something about YouTube Shorts.
Oh, yeah. More recently, YouTube has this other path for creators who make shorter content. You get 10 million views on Shorts within 90 days, then you can apply to the YPP too.
Interesting. So YouTube is keeping up with how online video is changing. Now, once you hit those milestones, you apply through YouTube Studio. But one of your sources mentioned how important it is to be original and follow YouTube's rules.
Totally. Making your own original content is super important, not just because it's the right thing to do, but also because it helps you engage your audience and the algorithm will like you better.
Okay, so no copying.
Right. And of course, following YouTube's rules is key. They have strict guidelines about what you can and can't show in your videos.
Makes sense. So no controversial stuff.
Right. And the good thing is that if you follow those guidelines, it can actually speed up the review process. YouTube wants to make sure that the channels in the YPP are making good quality content that's safe for advertisers.
Okay, so let's say you ace that entrance exam and you're officially in the YouTube Partner Program. Congratulations. Now the fun really begins.
Now you unlock a whole bunch of ways to make money.
Yeah. It's not just about ads anymore, although those are still a big part of it. One of your sources, a blog post by a successful YouTuber, said longer videos usually do better with ad revenue.
That's because longer videos, usually the ones over 8 minutes, have room for more ad breaks. And every ad break is a chance to make money.
But wait a second. One of the articles you sent me a research paper said shorter videos perform better on platforms like YouTube Shorts. Isn't that kind of a contradiction?
I wouldn't say it's a contradiction. It just means it's important to really understand your audience and make your content just for them. If your audience loves those quick videos, then focusing on YouTube Shorts and making those videos really engaging might be better than trying to make longer videos just to fit in more ads.
Okay, so it's all about balance, video length, and how engaged your audience is.
Exactly. It's knowing what works best for you and the type of content you make.
And that's where research comes in, right? You can see what successful creators in your niche are doing, how long their videos are and how they structure them and how often they include those ad breaks.
Exactly. You can use all that info to come up with your own strategy.
Talking about strategy, you found some other ways to make money besides ads. One that I found interesting was channel memberships.
Yeah, channel memberships are great for growing a dedicated fan base and creating recurring income.
It's like creating a VIP club within your channel. You know, for a monthly fee, members get those special perks like badges, custom emojis, maybe even exclusive live streams or behind-the-scenes content, or even early access to new videos.
Right. It's a way to give your biggest fans something extra and also make some income that's more predictable than ad revenue, which can go up and down.
Plus, it creates an even stronger sense of community.
Totally. People feel like they're part of something special, and that keeps them coming back and interacting more.
Okay, so we've got ads and channel memberships. What other money-making tools are out there? What about this super chat and super stickers thing I saw in your research?
Oh yeah, Super Chat and Super Stickers. Those are really cool ways to make money live during your streams.
Okay, so how do those work?
So imagine you're watching a live stream and you really want your favorite creator to see your comment. With Super Chat, you can actually pay to have your message highlighted in the chat so it stands out.
So it's like a tip jar for live content.
Exactly. And Super Stickers are similar, but instead of text, viewers buy animated stickers to show their support and stand out in the chat.
That's clever. It adds some fun to live streams and viewers can support creators directly.
It also makes things more exciting, and viewers want to buy Super Chats and stickers so their messages get seen and they can show their appreciation.
So it's a win-win-win. Viewers get that spotlight, creators get support, and the chat becomes more dynamic and engaging.
Yeah, exactly. It's a perfect example of how YouTube is always finding new ways for creators and viewers to connect and support each other.
I like how you put that support, because it really is about creating a community where everyone feels valued. Creators make great content, and viewers show their appreciation in different ways, whether it's watching ads, joining as channel members, or using things like Super Chat and stickers.
It's like a living, breathing system that's always changing.
And that's what makes it so exciting to be a part of, both as a creator and a viewer. But it's easy to get caught up in the numbers, the views, the subscribers, all that. It's good to remember to focus on the heart of it all, making content you're passionate about and connecting with people who feel the same way.
Authenticity is key, you know.
Totally. Speaking of authenticity, I'm curious about another way to make money we saw in your research merchandise.
Oh yeah, the merch shelf. It's a cool chance for creators to take their brand off the screen and into the real world.
So how does that work?
Well, if you meet certain requirements, you can set up your own online shop right on your YouTube channel. You can sell branded stuff like t-shirts, mugs, hoodies, phone cases, all sorts of things.
So it's like having your own little store, but it's connected to your YouTube channel.
Exactly. And it's a great way to give your loyal fans something they can actually hold that represents their connection to your channel.
I get it, especially if you've got a strong brand and dedicated fans. But one of the marketing experts you quoted warned against putting all your eggs in one basket. They said something about diversifying income streams.
That's really important. It's usually a good idea to not rely on only one way to make money on YouTube.
So don't just focus on ads or merch or any one method. Spread it out a bit.
By diversifying, like that creates a safety net. If one method isn't working so well, you have others to fall back on. It also helps you reach more people and find new opportunities.
It's all about making a more stable and lasting business.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got ads, channel memberships, Super Chat, and stickers, and now merchandise. But, you know, one of the creators you highlighted said that the best way to make money is to be authentic to your brand and your audience.
Absolutely. What works for one person might not work for another.
Right. So it's not about following some formula or chasing every trend. It's about understanding what makes you unique, what your audience likes, and finding the methods that fit with your content and brand.
And being open to trying new things and adapting. The YouTube world is always changing, so staying flexible is key.
I like that. Experiment and adapt. It's like a motto for online creators.
It is.
Now, before we move on, I want to talk about another way to make money that's becoming really popular, especially for creators who are known for being experts in something.
You're talking about online courses, right?
Yes. You sent me a really interesting study about the creator economy, and it highlighted how online courses can be a big money maker for YouTubers.
They definitely can. Online courses let creators take their knowledge, package it up nicely, and offer it to their audience for a price.
It's like taking your content to the next level. You're not just entertaining or informing, you're actually teaching people.
And it's a good thing for everyone. Creators make money from their expertise, and viewers get valuable information that can help them learn new skills, get better jobs, or follow their passions.
It also makes that bond between creators and their audience even stronger.
Exactly. It's more than just watching videos. It creates a learning experience where everyone's involved.
I love that. Interactive and engaging. It's about building a community of learners, not just viewers.
Yeah.
And there are so many platforms now that make it easier to create and sell courses, right?
Tons of them. Platforms like Udemy, Skillshare, Thinkific, and Teachable give creators the tools they need to make, market, and sell their courses.
It's making education and knowledge sharing so much more accessible. Anyone who knows their stuff and loves teaching can create courses and reach people all over the world.
It's incredible.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
What do you mean?
We've talked about ads, channel memberships, super chat, stickers, merch, and now online courses, and they all have one thing in common: engagement.
I see what you're saying. They're all about building a strong community that interacts with each other.
Exactly. It's not just about making content and hoping people will watch. You have to build connections, interaction, and support between creators and their audience.
It's about building relationships.
Exactly. And I think that's the secret to long-term success on YouTube. Now, before we finish this part of our deep dive, there's one more monetization method I want to mention. It's often overlooked, but it can be really powerful, especially for creators who are just starting out or who are in a niche that's not very commercial. Crowdfunding and donations.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
All right.
It lets viewers directly support creators they love, no matter how many subscribers they have or how much they make for ads.
Right. Platforms like Patreon, Ko-Fi, and Buy Me a Coffee let creators set up different membership tiers with perks or just take one-time donations from fans who like their work.
It's a direct way for viewers to show their support and help keep their favorite creators going.
And it can be a game changer for creators who can't access other ways to make money or who are making content that's a bit different or experimental.
Totally. It gives creators the freedom to follow their passions and make content that might not make sense in the traditional advertising world.
It's about passion projects, creative freedom, and finding supporters who believe in your vision.
Yeah, I like that. A community of supporters. It goes back to that idea of connection and shared purpose.
Exactly. And that's what makes YouTube so unique.
It's not just about the money. It's about the people.
Perfectly said. So we've covered a lot in this first part. We looked at the YouTube Partner Program, what it takes to join, and all the ways creators can make money. We talked about understanding your audience, having different income streams, and staying true to your brand. And we touched on how important community connection and building relationships are.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But I think we've laid a good foundation for understanding the basics of YouTube monetization.
I agree. And in the next part, we're going to go even deeper. We'll explore some more advanced strategies for making more money, dive into YouTube analytics, and talk about how collaborations and new technologies can take your channel to the next level.
It's going to get even more interesting.
I can't wait.
Me neither.
All right, so welcome back. It's time to dive even deeper into this whole YouTube monetization thing. We covered a lot in the first part, those foundational ways to make money.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're ready to really step up your YouTube game.
Absolutely. So let's talk strategy. One of the articles you sent over, written by a YouTube strategist, really highlighted how important it is to optimize your content for making money.
Yeah, that's something a lot of creators miss. It's not enough to just make great content.
Yeah.
You got to structure and present it in a way that helps you earn more.
Okay, so how do we do that? Where do we start?
Well, one of the first things to think about is video length. We talked about it a little before, but it's worth going deeper.
Right, because longer videos usually mean more ad breaks, which can mean more money. But we also talk about how those shorter, more engaging videos can do really well on places like YouTube Shorts.
Exactly. So the key is finding that sweet spot for your content and your audience.
And that sweet spot can be different depending on your niche, your style, and the platform you're using.
Right. If you're making in-depth tutorials or educational stuff, longer videos might be better. You've got the space to really explain complex topics.
But if you're making quick, attention-grabbing things like funny skits or product reviews, shorter videos might be the way to go.
And don't forget, YouTube Shorts is all about those short vertical videos. If you're making stuff specifically for shorts, it's usually best to keep it under 60 seconds.
Got it. So how do we optimize those longer videos for ad revenue?
One strategy is to use mid-roll ads. Those are ads that play in the middle of your video.
So not just the pre-roll ads before the video starts or the post-roll ads at the end.
Mid-roll ads can work really well because viewers are already into your video at that point.
They're hooked.
Exactly. But you got to place those mid-roll ads carefully.
You don't want to interrupt the flow or annoy people.
Exactly. One way is to put them at natural breaking points, like after you make a key point or during a transition between different sections.
So that feels more like a natural pause.
Exactly. And the best part is you control where those ads go in YouTube Studio.
So we can experiment and see what works best for our videos and our audience.
Absolutely. And YouTube gives you info on how your ads are performing so you can see which placements are working and make adjustments.
Data-driven decisions.
All right.
Love it. All right, so we've got video length and mid-roll ad placement. What else should creators be thinking about when they're trying to make more money?
One of the most powerful tools you have is YouTube Analytics.
Honestly, analytics can be a bit intimidating.
I get it. Data can feel overwhelming, but it's also incredibly valuable. YouTube Analytics gives you a ton of information about your audience and how they interact with your content.
So it's not just about those vanity metrics like views and subscribers.
No, it's way more than that. You can see things like your viewers' age, their location, their interests.
You can really understand who your audience is and what they like.
Exactly. You can also track watch time, which is super important for YouTube's algorithm.
Watch time, that's the total time people spend watching your videos, right?
Yep. And YouTube loves videos with high watch times because it shows that people are engaged and finding your content valuable.
So it's not just about getting people to click. It's about keeping them watching.
Precisely. And analytics can help you figure out which parts of your videos are keeping people hooked and which parts might be causing them to leave.
That's so helpful. We can use that to improve our content structure, our videos better, and boost that watch time.
Exactly. Analytics can also show you where your traffic is coming from.
So we can see if people are finding our videos through YouTube, search suggested videos, websites, social media, or other places.
Right. Knowing where your traffic is coming from helps you improve your promotion strategies and focus on the things that are getting you more views.
It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm starting to see how powerful analytics can be. It's like having a secret window into your audience and how they engage with your content.
It really is. And the more you know about your audience, the better you can create content. They'll love, keep them engaged, and ultimately make more money.
It all comes back to that.
Always does.
One thing that really stood out in your research was the idea of diversification. We talked about it before, but a lot of your sources, including that case study on successful YouTubers, really emphasize how important it is to have multiple streams of income.
It's a basic rule for any business, really. Putting all your eggs in one basket can be dangerous.
Especially in the world of online content creation, where platforms change, algorithms shift, and trends come and go.
Exactly. So it's smart to have several streams of income coming in.
Got that risk.
Exactly. And luckily, YouTube gives creators a lot of different ways to make money.
We've already talked about some of them, like ads, channel memberships, super chat, super stickers, merch, and online courses.
And each one of those can help you create a more stable and sustainable income from your YouTube channel.
Plus, it helps you reach different parts of your audience and find new ways to make money.
For example, some people might be happy to support you through ads, while others might prefer to become channel members or buy your merch.
And some might be really interested in taking your online courses to learn more about what you're an expert in.
Right? By offering different options, you're giving your audience more ways to support you and engage with your content.
It's about meeting their needs and preferences while also building a more resilient business for yourself.
Precisely.
All right, so we've talked about optimizing content for monetization, using YouTube analytics, and diversifying income streams. But, there's one super valuable resource that creators often forget about.
What's that?
Each other.
Collaboration.
Yes. A lot of the articles and interviews you sent talked about how powerful it can be to work with other creators.
It's a win-win.
For sure. By teaming up with other creators, you can reach new audiences, get fresh ideas, and learn from each other's experiences.
It can also help you get unstuck creatively and stay motivated.
I love that. It's like having a support system within the creative community.
Exactly. And there are tons of ways to collaborate. You can make videos together, promote each other's channels, do live streams together, or even partner on merch or online courses.
The possibilities are endless.
They really are. And the great thing about collaborating is that it benefits everyone involved. Everyone gets more exposure, a bigger audience, and a wider reach.
Like a rising tide lifts all boats.
Exactly.
Now, before we wrap up this part, I want to talk about something that's both exciting and a little scary for me.
What's that?
This whole constantly evolving landscape of online content creation.
Yeah. The YouTube world never stops changing.
It's both thrilling and a little overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
New platforms pop up, technology keeps advancing, trends change so fast.
It's true, but that's also what makes it so dynamic and full of opportunity.
I totally agree.
Yep.
So how can creators keep up and adapt to all this change?
I think the key is to always be learning.
Stay curious, stay exploring.
Exactly. Stay up to date on new platforms, technologies, and trends. Experiment with different formats and approaches. Don't be afraid to try new things.
One of the research papers you sent had a really interesting section on emerging technologies and how they could impact the creator economy.
Yeah, I remember that. They talked about virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and the metaverse.
It's crazy to think about the possibilities. Imagine creating immersive experiences for your audience in virtual worlds, or using AI to personalize recommendations, or even write video scripts.
It's already happening. Creators are pushing the limits, and it's exciting to see how these technologies will shape the future of online content.
It's like the Wild West out there, uncharted territory full of risks and rewards.
But with risk comes opportunity.
Definitely. So the message here is to stay adaptable, stay curious, and never stop learning.
Exactly. The creators who do well in this constantly changing world are the ones who embrace change, aren't afraid to experiment, and always look for new ways to connect with their audience.
Love that embrace change, experiment fearlessly. It's like a mantra for success in the digital age.
It is.
Okay, we've covered a lot in this part. We explored some advanced strategies for optimizing content, maximizing ad revenue, and using YouTube analytics. We talked about diversifying income streams, collaborating with other creators, and staying ahead of the curve in this ever-changing digital world.
And throughout it all, we've stressed how important it is to build a strong, engaged community. Understand your audience and stay true to your authentic voice.
Because at the end of the day, it's not about the numbers, the algorithms, or the technology. It's about connecting with people, sharing your passions, and making a difference in the world.
Well said.
Thanks for tuning into our channel Money Minded Online. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this episode with friends who are looking to make money online and join the community. Drop a comment below with your favorite tip or takeaway. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep hustling and making moves. See you in the next episode.